Hello and welcome, my friends. Happy Thursday and welcome to the full Sturgeon moon. Well, this is the ugly fish moon. Sturgeons are not the most attractive fish. The reason why it's called the full sturgeon moon is because this is the time that sturgeon was plentiful, so there was lots to eat, lots to catch. So we now have the full sturgeon moon. Over the next 5 days, we have a few shifting energies. Tomorrow we have the Lion's Gate, which is an energy portal. It comes in every August 8th. It just happens to come in during a Mercury in retrograde and a full moon. So some bigger energies while we're in Leo. So lots of very bold energies. Additionally, Monday, Mercury goes direct. So we have, again, they're big shifting energies. Not something to be afraid of. The shifts can always help us, especially if we are very intentional and aware. That's why I like doing these videos, is because it gives you that knowledge to move forward. The deck I have here, of course, this is the Northern Animal Tarot. I needed something that was going to be light and playful, given these bolder energies. A direct deck just didn't seem right. It didn't fit well. Plus, it's amazing. And then I have the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. The lion. Again, it's just things are shifting. We need to shift as well. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So let's start to look at that shift. All right, let's look at the full sturgeon. And know that over the next 5 days, you have the opportunity to work intentionally with this energy. And I think that's the piece. You need to do it at your pace and then incorporate the knowledge and tools that you need. When we go about things willy-nilly or we just jump in without thought, that is when you're going to see the instability, the anxiety. You feel really wonky. This is one of the reasons why New Year's resolutions don't work, is because there isn't the stability. Yes, you want to make a shift or a change. I prefer shifts, small shifts here and there, make the change, rather than the change coming in and it being very abrupt and quick, and then all of a sudden you feel very unstable, and then you start to question self and start to really do that shuffle backwards because of fear. We need that stable, intentional shift. Small, steady steps. The Fool. The Seven of Wands in reversal. The Star. This is a Kickstarter deck. This is the first edition of the Northern Animal Tarot. I think she has 3. I think. I can't remember what edition she's on, but she's got a number of them. So there are oracle cards in there. And obviously that's the goblin, usually under the bridge, but here he's sitting on top of the bridge. The 8 of Cups. 7 of Cups in reversal. And the Emperor in reversal. This is why I'm saying, and I had this little monologue, I guess, about why we need that stable energy. the instability is causing a lot of, well, the fear, that internal fight that we've been having. We're missing that joy and that happiness because of the fear, that uncertainty. We know it's there. It's how do you deal with it? How do you take these opportunities? How do you enjoy the unexpected? The moon wants to support you in kind of aligning things a bit better. You will need to do some reflection. Where are you at right now? What's more, where is it that you want to go? Then taking some time to look at what opportunities are right in front of you. And then what opportunities are you missing because things aren't fitting right? The moon, the Lion's Gate, they're all going to be swirling around. There's going to be many opportunities and possibilities becoming very present to you. You just need to be present for you. Especially on Thursday night, Friday night, because we do have that Lion's Gate coming in for Friday. Take a little bit of time, and I mean 5 minutes. Small increments to do this reflection. You don't want to spend long periods of time on it, because the longer you spend on it, the more your mind will start to go to the negative and to the fight. It's amazing what happens when we give our mind a little bit of time to not so much dive deep, but just sit, because it's going to go to the negative. We always do. Setting a timer, giving yourself 5 minutes, stopping, and then doing something else. So that's why I'm saying that give yourself a number of goes at this. And it doesn't have to be an obscene amount, a few times. Then continue to do it throughout the weekend. Being present to some of these ahas. I would highly recommend writing them down. Some of it's not going to make sense. Some of it will. It's not going to be a huge piece. Giving yourself this little bit of time to do a bit of understanding will help. It helps to clear that path and strengthen that resolve. Bringing in where is it that you're going? And also, how do you bring back that excitement and enthusiasm for you, for what you want to do? Because again, part of this is that disconnection and intolerance that we've been it's kind of been building over late last year. Things started to get really, really heavy, and then it just kind of culminated into what we're dealing with now. Is it external? Absolutely. However, there's a point in time that the external will transcend to that internal, and we have the emotional, the physical, the spiritual, the mental aspects being negatively impacted. During Friday, an intentional bath would go a long way to help to release some of the gunk, the grr, the instability that you've been feeling. So before you take a shower or a bath, ask any and all high vibrational beings to balance you out. Bring back the excitement, that joy, that trust, so that it can help light your way rather than keep with that fizzle. Because a lot of us have been feeling that fizzle, and it's hard and it just wears on you. And I think a lot of us are really feeling that now, that it's not even heaviness. It's just gunky and sludgy. And honestly, it minimizes our ability to enjoy what we're doing in a day, connect in and try new things, add in extra pieces. We're just really not feeling it. We're not feeling the vitality to do it. Artemis of the forest. Now you are independent and free. Like I said, that vitality. We don't have that. We're lacking it. That energy boost, it's there, especially during Friday. If you are into the witchy world, I would highly recommend making some moon water Thursday night and well, definitely Friday night, because not only are you looking at the height of the moon, but you're looking at the gate, Lion's Gate being open. Amazing. And yes, you can do both nights. And for those who don't know, literally you're taking usually a glass jar with water, putting it in the moonlight. I never suggest putting an open container outside. You're going to get all sorts of buggies in it. And you're going to use this water. You can put it inside in a windowsill, by a glass door. Just make sure that it, if you have children and pets, that they're not going to knock it over, because that's just a make work project. It's helpful because, again, it can help with giving you that energetical boost. You can drink it just like a glass of water. You can use it in, say, an intentional bath. It's up to you. The word's your oyster. 2 kittens. You must choose. It is up to you. These are opportunities. Will these energies be there? Absolutely. Will they sway you a little bit? Yeah. However, you can choose an intentional piece here that you want to do this. You want to engage in it. It's got to be your choice, though. Oh my gosh, I love this. Bats in the belfry. You can achieve great things. Absolutely. Do you feel like you can do it right now? Not so much. However, you can, again, choose to do it. The golden phoenix. Something you thought finished burst back into life. And I love that, the burst piece, because that's what it's going to feel like, especially with that Lion's Gate. We have Leo, that fixed energy, coming in and giving us that little nudge through an energetical portal that can really help us. The more intention we put into things, the more we're going to see doors open, opportunities present themselves. And again, you have to be present for that. There's a lot of opportunity that is currently available to you, but we're just either minimizing it, ignoring it, or avoiding it entirely. And that happens. It's amazing what fear and instability will do. And I should say, with the instability, we do have the star before the Emperor, and the star is a balancing card. This time with the Sturgeon moon can and will help to rebalance you, restabilize you, and re-energize you. The Devil. Will it be easy peasy lemon squeezy? No. The Ace of Cups. the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords, or Wands, sorry. Five of Wands. I think the reason I said swords is because we don't have swords here. It's actually the one suit we're missing entirely. Please don't disconnect from that logic. You will need it. Now, we do have the Emperor, who is a very logical individual. His everyday persona would be the Knight of, or the King of Swords. The logic is going to help you as long as you don't overthink it. You use it to aid you. So thinking things through, planning ahead, using your tools, setting those intentions. Now, we do have the double fives, and we actually also have a 15. So we've got a number of fives in our world here. In tarot, fives are very conflictual. In angel messages, the fives are, when you see that, the angels are telling you something positive is coming your way. You do need to stick true to your path. Like I said before, is it going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy? No. However, when you stay true to you, when you don't give up on what's important, you don't give up on you and your journey, that abundance, it's just sweeter, and you're more connected to it because you did it. The important piece will be, of course, focusing in on the positive pieces. Yes, we do have the conflictual aspects of the world, of people within self. You're not going to get rid of that. It's going to be there. The important piece, again, is that intentional focus. Where are you focusing? Where are you sending your attention, your energy to? Again, we have the 2, bringing in that balance. Please do not hyper-focus in on this. Like I said, those quick little increments, 5 minutes, check in. Where are you at? Where are you directing your energy and thought to? Because there are those opportunities. Like I said before, there's going to be very clear pieces that are going to come forward that are going to fulfill you. They're going to fill your cup rather than deplete it. Again, presence. And a lot of times that's really challenging when we're looking at the fear, the conflict. It's just a lot. Right? And the Five of Wands is that internal conflict, that talking down to self, minimizing ability, skill, and just dousing that inner light. Taking that deep breath and, like I said, those micro check-ins so that you are able to grab hold of what's going to fill your cup. The next 5 days does give us a lot of opportunity to shift those internal thought patterns, focusing in on that direction, the opportunities, and more importantly, that enjoyment, that fulfillment that we're missing. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and exploring the full Sturgeon moon. I hope this helped to get you excited for, well, some of the little work you have to do ahead. And again, don't be afraid of the little bit of work, because a little bit of work, those little steps, they add up real quick. Now, if you did like this session, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you're really excited for. What opportunities are you hoping to grab hold of? And if you haven't done so, my friends, don't forget to hit the buttons, the subscribe, the bell, so that you don't miss anything that I post, as I've got a lot more coming forward. And if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Patreon community. I've got lots of extra little pieces and tools. I'll put a link below so you can go check it out. Again, I want to thank you for exploring the full sturgeon moon with me, and I hope that this does help to set you up for some great success over the next 5 days. Until tomorrow, my friends.